Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review for Yellowface. I want to jump right into it. I know I've been gone for a while. I will be addressing that, my book slump, and every book that I've read since my last video, which was a review of Daisy Jones and the Six. Babel was the first book that I read for 2023 and I absolutely loved it. I've read that within, I want to say 3 days. I read this one in less than 24 hours. This one's actually significantly shorter. This is only 322 pages. So nothing I say is going to be spoilery. It's all included in the blurb and it all happens within the first couple of pages. So this book centers around two frenemies, June Hayworth, who's a white woman, and Athena, who is Chinese American. And that's important. That plays a very big role in this novel. So Athena ends up passing away. She chokes on some food. And June, who is in her super luxurious apartment, ends up seeing a manuscript for something that Athena was working on prior to her death and takes it, steals it, decides to make it her own, and then submits it to her publishing company, her agent, and it kind of blows up. It becomes this huge novel, but obviously it's a book about Chinese immigrants, but it's written according to what June is saying by herself, who is a white woman. So this is a first-person novel, and of course diversity and being representative of one's culture is heavily woven into the story. Cultural appropriation, but it's told in such a funny way. Like, it's super wild story. It's like satire, it's witty, it's over the top and intentionally, and that makes it so much more entertaining and makes it a very fast read. It's not super heavy, even though it does deal with super important topics. Athena, who is the one who passes away, is an author who obviously represents Chinese Americans, but she's not the best person. Neither one of the characters are. They both have some pretty heavy flaws. Like for Athena, she likes being the only minority in the group and on the stage. Like anyone who is similar in her cultural background, she considers to be a threat. Whereas June is kind of like, oh, because I'm white, I have nothing special about me, and it's not fair that I don't have this like diversity, exotic aspect to myself. So they're both problematic, and I think that's what makes this book even more fun, because clearly what June is doing, like that level of plagiarism, is wrong, but also Athena and the way that she went with her career prior to her death is also, there's some like troubling, problematic habits or deep internalized issues that she was clearly dealing with. So I absolutely love this book. I think it's amazing. I am so happy that I read it. I'm so happy that I got it. There is another like beautiful edition from Waterstones, but I decided to just, because I wanted to do the book signing, I was like, let me just buy it from here. And I'm glad I did because I got it, I picked it up, and I absolutely loved it. Strongly recommend Yellowface if you're into a good time. Obviously, I feel like this is gonna rub some people the wrong way because it's so funny how the protagonist June, interestingly enough, I feel like a lot of June's problematic behaviors, or just her thought process, how she chooses to rationalize what's going on in front of her, which is mainly just discourse from readers who are like, well, why are you writing this? Why are you being racially ambiguous about your background? I feel like the way that she justifies it, June, is super interesting and reminds me of a lot of very popular authors that are currently in the YA genre, like in the community. So it's very fascinating, it's very interesting, it's satire, it's fun. I recommend it. If you've read it, let me know what you think. I know that Babel is a little bit heavier. I think this is a good pick if you've tried reading Babel and you thought it was a little too heavy or a little too drawn out because it is such a long novel. Definitely give this one a try. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you very soon so we can talk about what's been going on with my booktube and my reading and all that good stuff. So I'll see you next time. Bye.